Rolling down Highway 95, sailing through a hometown countryside. Move on over, stand aside, my cruise control's in overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze, looks that bring me to my knees. So please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. What if school looked nice there? I don't know. I'm just throwing thoughts around. We are inside Firelands Health Stadium, where the Perkins Pirates are hosting the Bellevue Redmen as we mark the halfway point of this high school football season already. Week number 5 upon us. And, of course, you don't need to say a whole heck of a lot about Perkins and Bellevue. Everybody knows the history, especially in the last few years, and some of the, animosity kind of feelings that have developed and all that kind of stuff. But now it's just time to play football. And these two teams each want to beat each other something fierce. Maybe a little bit of it's gone away since Ed Nasati retired last year as longtime coach of the Redmen, a coach who Jalen Santoro, the Perkins coach, played for at Bellevue. Well, he was there for those 34 some odd years, or whatever, that he had such a great program over at Bellevue. This year, it is Perkins coming in with a record of 1-3 on the year, and Bellevue coming in with a record of 3-1. Exact opposites, but again, you have to look at strength of schedule so far. Perkins has lost to Clear Fork, who is 4-1. Toledo Scott, who is the weak sister of the first 4 weeks of the season. St. Francis de Sales, a 3-2 team. Harvest Prep at 2-3, although we know record doesn't indicate that. And Bellevue, now a 3-2 ball club after we get done with tonight. And for Perkins, well, they're sitting in the number 12 position in their region right now in Division 4, Region 14. And sitting in that 12th spot, there's 12 teams per region this year, so they're right on the borderline. And Perkins is not playing a strong schedule the rest of the year. They had their strength at the beginning. The rest of the season, you add up the win-loss total of their opponents, including this week against Clyde, 7 wins and 18 losses. So it basically is going to behoove Perkins to just win and hope that's going to be plenty of points, which you would have to believe would be. Well, here we go to the best dinner in town. Perkins Booster Club putting together this grill every year with burgers and brats and dogs and all fries. I mean, where else do you get home-cut French fries at a football game? Not many places, but you get it here. Perkins captains ready to take the field for the toss of the coin. Bellevue coming in with wins over Clyde and Wauseon, a loss to unbeaten Shelby, and then a win over Norwalk, who was just 1-4 on the season. By the way, a special thanks going out to Jason Whirling for shooting all of the Game of the Week this week as Tom Whaley was out of town. You see Perkins winning the toss. They defer to the second half. Right now, your Fan of the Week, it's brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort. And, of course, as we know, they are located in Bellevue. Mansfield. Close. Here is your Fan of the Week. Aye, matey. You couldn't get dressed up any better than that. And that's an easy way to become our Fan of the Week for Snow Trails Winter Resort. Somewhere in central Ohio. Mansfield, Ohio, of course, and they'll be cranking it up all too soon. Homecoming night at Perkins, as we take a look at some of the homecoming court. processing across the field.
Our junior attendant
and all of the pictures being taken by the home fans. I'm pretty sure I saw Bruner in there too as a sophomore attendant.
Stewart, and she's being escorted by her parents.
He's not in the court, by the way. That's Ben Olemaker from Coast Country 100.9. Or I guess this night it was LEC 1450 AM. Gonna have to update his wardrobe just a tad. Some of the players that get involved as well. Man, it's a good-looking crown right there. Two of them.
Now let's have
Sean Harper in on the court, one of the football players as well. We saw before that Mason Adams join in. And some of the homecoming crowd gathered at Firelands Health Stadium. And, of course, I thought I was going to say something. Told me to shut up. So I was ready, but the silent pirate moves on. And now, of course, the Perkins High School Marching Band making their entrance onto the field as well as we get set for all the homecoming festivities here at Perkins. O-H-I-O.
What about OU? Why is it always Ohio State?
Because more people care, Tom.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous stream, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, give way for the land of the free.
Folks, we mentioned this is week 5 of the football season, and if you really took a close look into the stands, it's shorts, it's t-shirts, it's sunshine, it's football weather. Firelands Health Stadium. As you see the countdown on the clock getting closer and closer to opening kickoff, and after Perkins deferred their selection in the second half, Bellevue is going to get the football first, but not before we take just a small pause in the action, and first quarter action is up next. Stick around, stay with us. It's your North Coast Game of the Week coming your way in weekend number 5. Students whooping it up, getting set for our first quarter, which is brought to you by Hartung Title, supporting local athletics for generations across the North Coast. Hartung Title. And by Shores and Islands, Ohio. And if you tell me to keep quiet one more time, Pirate, off with the head. Gorgeous night for football as Grant Hickman puts the right foot to it, and it's going to boom through the end zone, and Bellevue will start on their own 20-yard line off the touchback. And the first run of the night, handoff from Mike Brown to Evan Beauvais, 5'11", 172-pound junior running back for the Redmen. Second down and 8. And an incomplete pass would make it 3rd and 8 from the 22. And then the connection to Owen Hancock. 13-yard pickup out to the 35, and then Hancock Goes to work again. Out to midfield. They're set quickly. Bellevue with a couple of first downs. Brown going airborne again. This time just off the fingertips of the defender, Caden Legando. A second down and 10. Beauvais for no gain. Bellevue unable to convert, so a punt downfield and the fair catch taken by Bryce Davey, and the Pirates go to work for the first time on offense from their own 24-yard line. Braxton Martin carries for a first down out to the 40. We take another look at a combination of hard running by Martin and great blocking up front by that offensive line. Joey Ziegler, Bob Hutchinson, Eli Sanchez, Wyatt Fantaz, Carter Cook. Did a great job all night long. And this is the one part of Perkins' game that they're really trying to get together is their offense. Passing has been okay. The running game has really needed improvement. And right there, see Braxton Martin for a first down. And then Dorsey stacked up for a 2-yard loss, so it's a 2nd and 12. Perkins on the Bellevue 48. That was fortunate that that one didn't get picked off. Right there on the coverage was Drew Dennings. Eight-yard pickup on the pass play to Blake Parker. And then we get Parker again. After a first down, Dorsey loses 3. So it's 2nd and 13. The Pirates down to the Bellevue 31-yard line on their first offensive thrust of the night. This is what Jalen Santoro said after the game. They were giving us deep. They were protecting deep, so we're taking short. You can see that's working pretty well. Davey for 7 yards and a first down all the way down to the 15-yard line. Just called taking what the defense is giving you. Sure, a lot of that's coming down from upstairs in the Pirate coaching booth. Davey to the 15, 4 first downs already for the Pirates on this drive. Schweinfurth with that customary gaze to the sidelines. Caden Dorsey, the running back, to Schweinfurth's left. Dorsey right there, stopped quickly by Beauvais. Holding call would bring that back anyway and make it 2nd down and 14 out on the 19-yard line. Look once again at Schweinfurth. Did a great job directing this Pirate offense early, and that quick fire once again out to Davey. Taking the ball down inside the 5-yard line. Pirates getting hurt on this drive by a couple of penalty flags. Ball in and out of the arms of Dorsey. So it would be a 4th and 14, and coming up a 36-yard field goal attempt by Grant Hickman. Look at that thing. Hit halfway up the net. Been good from a lot longer than that. 36-yard field goal, Pirates on the board, as we thank the following businesses for their support. Leslie Murray Law, Fosco Cement, David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Diedrich Motors, Crush Wine Bar, Dockside Cafe, Pier Pub, Pizza House East, and O.E. Meyer Propane Division. Bellevue, the football back on their own 20-yard line. A pass interference call right off the bat will hurt the Pirates there and get the ball to Bellevue out on their 35. Brown couldn't find anyone, so just tossed that one away. Now Billy Saburnett for the first time tonight carries for 3. It would be 3rd down and 7. Enter Caden Legando. Legando's interception and return sets up the Pirates with first down on the Bellevue 39-yard line. Another look once again as Brown has some initial trouble finding someone. And when he does, throws off that back foot. And Legando is there to pick it off. So the Pirates, with a 3-0 lead, have a first down on the Bellevue 39-yard line. Well, there we said enter Caden Legando. And now enter Blake Parker. Bye-bye. Parker with a 39-yard touchdown grab from Sam Schweinfurth. So a one-play, 39-yard touchdown drive as the Pirates increase their lead to 9-0. It's off the play fake to Martin. And somehow Parker finds himself wide open, and Schweinfurth puts it right there. And a look of, I want to vomit on the sidelines by that guy in this red shirt back there. Pirates student section all hopping up and down as the Pirates add another extra point, and it is a 10-0 lead. 2:12 left to go in the first quarter. The Bellevue return comes out to the 31 as we say special thanks to the following local businesses. Mike Brown back under center for Bellevue, and they now need some offense to try and keep pace in this game. But just a yard for Beauvais on first down. So a 2nd and 9 as Beauvais tries the left side, and Perkins defense there to meet him once again. Stop made by Landon Flores of Perkins. And a 3rd and 6. Coming back to the football nicely that time was Max Strauss. 3rd and 6. First quarter coming to a close, and the Pirates with the only 10 points of the ball game so far on our game of the week. And there's the Perkins baseball team from last year, enjoying a run to the state Final Four as the Perkins football team did back in the fall. We don't talk about a year for some of these kids. I mean, for instance, like a Braxton Martin who went in 3 sports to the state finals. Not bad. The Old Fish House in Huron bringing you our second quarter tonight, bringing you knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts. All at the Old Fish House. Second quarter. Hey, stop that. The Hovey Career Center in Milan. That was our runner-up, by the way, for Fan of the Week right there. There's nothing in those eyes saying, Knock it off or I'm going to swat you one. We are into our second quarter. Bellevue starting things off with a second down and 8. And now it becomes 3rd and 8 after the incomplete pass. Brown, good patience, but couldn't make connections once again. So it becomes a 4th and 8 and punting time for the Redmen. That goes into the end zone, so a touchback brings it out to the 20. Thanks to the following local businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Erie Community Federal Credit Union, Pizza House West, Brady Signs, Cook Aluminum, Wendy's, Hartung Title, Pizza House West, and Chick-fil-A. Schweinfurth on a first down from his own 20. Junior wide receiver Connor Smith for 13 yards out to the 33, where the Pirates have their 6th first down. See in the background, standing right at the yard line, Superintendent of Bellevue Schools, Troy Roth, graduate of St. Mary's Central Catholic. Connor Smith, nice grab to take it for 13 yards. And Perkins off to a good start in this drive as well. They've had 2 drives so far, both resulting in scores, one a field goal and one a touchdown. Schweinfurth upstairs to Blake Parker for 12 yards out to the 49-yard line. Well, that one looked pretty good, but unfortunately going to come back because of a holding penalty against Perkins. Schweinfurth, I'm telling you, every throw you've seen so far has just been right on the money, whether it's long or short or anywhere in between. Holding call brings them back to their 45-yard line where it would be a first down and 15. Everybody wearing black and red so far. Needless to say, got big smiles on their face. 10-0. The lead for the Pirates, and another nice connection with Blake Parker. That one for 42 yards. You can see the Redmen claiming that, no, that was not a catch. All right, well, you be the judge. We'll take another look here. We slow it down for Matthews Ford. Sure look good from here. He rolled over and just dropped the ball to the ground. Catch for 42 yards. You can see why Bellevue would argue. Levi Jackson. End zone bound for the Pirates from 13 yards away, climaxing a 6-play, 80-yard drive. It took only 2 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock, and the Pirates stretched their lead to 16-0. First down number 9 for the Pirates as well. Boy, this was almost scot-free, clean to the end zone. Jackson hit that initial hole, slipped through one arm tackle, and that was basically all she wrote. Levi Jackson. Sorry, number 19 is Caden Dorsey. Memory fails again. And Caden Dorsey with that 13-yard touchdown run. Perkins now with a 17-0 lead, and they pinned Bellevue back on their 7-yard line to start this drive. Bellevue did a nice job of getting a first down, and now more out to the 23-yard line. A 12-yard run by Beauvais. Smyrna spins for 4. In the first 4 weeks of the season, this Bellevue running game really is what made them go to a 3-1 record. One of the more successful runs that you would see out of Bellevue on this night, as the Perkins defense really jumped forward. Pass connection for Max Strauss of Bellevue. Good for a first down out at the 34-yard line. So Bellevue doing a good job here of starting this drive back at their 7, but have gotten a couple of first downs to get some more operating room. Beauvais with a couple of carries, bringing up a 3rd down and 7. Beauvais picks up just a couple to make it 4th down and 5, and Bellevue once again will give up possession. The danger here being they have yet to stop Perkins in their first 3 drives of this ball game. Thank you to the following businesses for supporting the North Coast Game of the Week: Hermes Parker Concrete, Snow Trails, Savista Bank, Matthews Ford, Cameo Pizza, S&H Blinds and Floors, Fresh Electric Incorporated, Flynn Pie and Cruise, Toft Funeral Home and Crematory, Restore Pro, and Musicians Alley. Pump fake and then throw. Let's make it a little bit harder for the officials. Then again, you've got the intended receiver, Blake Parker, beating the defense. Remember, in high school football, it's a 15-yard penalty for pass interference. It's not a spot foul, so if you're beat deep, commit a foul. Don't give up a touchdown. So it's actually a headsy play by Connor Dowk, not to be beaten, but once you are beaten, at least make the best of it. Logan Wadsworth, good for 5 yards. That little swing pass again. Connor Smith picks up 6. Pirates first down, number 11. Blake Parker for 5. Again, Pirates are going to keep taking those short passes if they're there. Here's Braxton Martin. Good for 6. The Bellevue 26-yard line. Take another look at the draw play to Martin. You know, Martin is running like a bull fullback. Martin is 5'8", 175. That might be a little bit generous, but Braxton Martin is a tough young man, and he does not go down easily. Here's Schweinfurth, scrambling and sliding. And then getting tossed for a 7-yard loss. So make it 3rd down and 9 on the Bellevue 25. Just a little bit too tall for Wadsworth that time. So here comes Grant Hickman again, this time a 42-yard field goal, long into the nighttime sky at Firelands Health Stadium. And right down the middle again. And there's your Savista Bank scoreboard with Perkins now holding a 20-0 lead. Great first half for the leader of this Pirate football team, and that's senior quarterback Sam Schweinfurth, who last year as a junior threw for over 3,000 yards. In this game, he has really been on target in the first half, hitting 15 of 19 passes for 181 yards, and that's first half numbers alone. More to come in our second half, which is right around the corner. So stay right where you are. Perkins, 4 drives in the first half, 4 scores in the first half. Can't do much better than that. 20-0 Pirates at the break and your North Coast Game of the Week. John and Lori Schlesman in the stands. John with an off night at BCSN, so what better to do than watch the alma mater. North Coast Handyman bringing you our third quarter of activity from Firelands Health Stadium. It is also sponsored by Groff Funeral Homes with locations in Sandusky, Milan, and Huron. Pirates getting loosened up for the second half of tonight's football game. The Lake Division of the SBC this year is not what you would call its strongest in years. Well, the Pirates hoping that this is going to help them get ready for that stretch run of the season. Again, a lot of people, we talk about it all the time. Yeah, you win 4 games, you win a conference championship, but that's the setup, so you got to be the best at what you do. This tough run by Martin. You got number 2 against number 2. As Connor Dowd comes in to make the stop for the Redmen. Braxton gets up like, hit me harder, hit me harder. Martin for another couple of yards as the Pirates move into Bellevue territory at the 45-yard line on their first drive of the second half. This inside move by Blake Parker. He'll pick up 5 and make it a 3rd down and 3 at the 40. And then watch Bryce Davey. Talk about a young kid that can really make things happen in a hurry. That's a 33-yard pickup all the way down to the 7-yard line, and that's paving the way for Hermes Parker Concrete Limited of Sandusky. Watch how quickly, after receiving this football, Davey just spurts through that hole. This is, again, Perkins using the short game to their advantage. Catch, inside move. Great block out there by Connor Smith as well. And then you got to work to catch this young man. I got him out all the way down on the 7-yard line after a 33-yard pickup. That's paving the way, sponsored by Hermes Parker Concrete of Sandusky. So with that play paving the way to the 7, Perkins set up with 1st down and goal. A little early clap trying to draw them into the neutral zone. Why not make it easier? But, you know, you still got Braxton Martin back there, so let him hammer away for a few. Called him short of the goal line. Braxton thought he was in, but they're going to put him at the 1, gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Gee, who do you think's going to get it here? Martin? See him coming down just a little bit shy of that goal line. On the look for Matthews Ford. A great effort. It was awful darn close. But you know what? Good things are worth waiting for. Martin absorbs the hit and then just waltzes into the end zone for another 6. As the Pirates now 5 for 5 on their scoring drives in this football game. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. And it's now a 26-0 advantage. That's the way Martin absorbs this pop right here. Boom, in the backfield. Still just bounces off of it and gets into the end zone. And boy, Elijah Turinsky would love to have that one back again. Danny Buga this time will split the uprights and make it a 27-0 Perkins lead as we pass out special thanks to the following local businesses. Ball's going to go out of bounds down deep in Bellevue territory, so they will automatically get the ball at their own 35-yard line. Good field position, and Ike Brown meet John McGlashan.
Ike Brown is sacked by number 66, John McGlashan.
It's a 4-yard loss as we bring in the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. Not many do it better than the 6'1", 255-pound senior. Just plowing through his blocker and downing Brown for a 4-yard setback. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 on bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. Brown, quick toss to Beauvais, and Martin with the stop after a 4-yard pickup. They're back to 3rd down and 10. Caden Legando say, I got that ball. The official says, no you don't. Here's another look. Does Legando come up with this? Tough to tell from that angle. Fourth down and 10, and the punt is away, but only a 22-yard kick. Perkins will take over on their 43-yard line. Schweinfurth down with a 3-yard loss. He slid to the turf. And a lot of the Perkins fans were yelling for roughing, but nothing there, and then nothing on the pass completion. One of the few that was just off the mark and over the head of the intended receiver, Caden Legando, who looked to have his defense beat. And believe me, Schweinfurth doesn't miss these opportunities very often. See him carry off that nice head and shoulders fake, and then just off the fingertip of Legando. This will be a 3rd down and 13. Bellevue's going to get it back from their own 22-yard line halfway through the 3rd quarter. And Perkins holding a 27-0 lead. You know, we talked about how Bellevue relied basically on the rush all season long, the strong part of their offense. To this point of the game, they've carried the ball 17 times for 45 yards. That forces the Red Men to kick off or punt once again. And Perkins will take over on their own 43-yard line while we thank the following businesses for their support of the Game of the Week. Pizza Brothers, Small City Tap House, Clag Brewing, coveted by Share, Huron Pizza House, Gnome's Podiatric Medicine, and Brumball Law Firm. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard, and the Pirates try to add on. Pass completion to Bryce Davey for 6 yards. And then Caden Dorsey will run for 6 more. The Pirates have first down number 15 on the ball game. Dorsey again for 6. And hey, if he's going to keep getting 6, keep giving him the ball. Here comes JoJo Moore. That's a nifty little 14-yard pickup down to the 16-yard line. As we'll take another look here at Moore. Starting left, cutting back against the grain to the right. Good vision by Moore. JoJo, 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. There's your running back of the future for the Pirates. First down on the 16-yard line, and Moore will go at it again and sidestep one tackle before being knocked down after a 5-yard gain to the 11. Coming right down toward the end of the third quarter as we thank the following local businesses for supporting the North Coast Game of the Week. Logan Wadsworth to take a snap at QB, and he is going to get knocked for a 2-yard loss to bring up a 3rd down and 7 on the 13. Re-enter Sam Schweinfurth. Looking and finding Bryce Davies, and what a pass right to the corner of the end zone. Now this is worth another look right here, and you're going to see another nicely thrown ball by Schweinfurth right to that flag at the end zone. Davey knew where to go, and Schweinfurth knew how to find him.
Nice camera work, Jason. Well done.
Coming from the pro himself, Tom Whaley. Nice job, Jason Whirling, on that shot. Couldn't have been at a better place at better time. Must have been spying in the offensive huddle on the sidelines. Stop that. Rude. There is the end of the third quarter with that touchdown pass coming from Schweinfurth to Davies. And the extra point kick would make this a running clock to start the fourth quarter as it gets to 34-0. It is all Pirates on homecoming night at Firelands Health Stadium on your North Coast Game of the Week. Our fourth quarter is sponsored by Mike Zoll Cold Creek Cleaning Services. Hope you have a blessed day from all the folks at Mike Zoll Cold Creek Cleaning Services. And sponsored by Wake Up and Waffle. It's a brunchery. It's at the marketplace in downtown Sandusky. Give them a try and get your day started right. Wake Up and Waffle. Fourth quarter starts with Perkins kicking to Bellevue, and the Redmen will start this drive on their own 22-yard line after the return by Jamari Roberts. There's Roberts for just a yard. And Roberts for loss of a yard. 3rd down and 10.
Roberts, the ball carrier, brought down by John McLeod.
Fourth down punt for the Redmen, and Perkins is going to get the ball back again after the fair catch by Davies at his own 45-yard line. Schweinfurth will carry for a yard to make it 2nd down and 9. There's JoJo Moore spinning for 3. It's 3rd down and 6. Hence, this young man, Blake Parker, has had quite a night. Needed 6 yards for the first down, so he goes to 7 yards, catches the ball. 1st down, Pirates. Blake Parker show continues. This young man's had quite a busy night. It's a pickup of 8 yards, so it'd be 3rd down and 4 from the 38-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for Wadsworth for the Bellevue 32. And of course, clock winding quickly here in the 4th quarter because there's no stoppages of the clock, and Perkins has now held on to the ball for 8 plays. It just keeps ticking. Perkins has not touched the ball once tonight where it hasn't resulted in points. Wadsworth carries to the 21. So we take another look here for Matthews Ford. The option play by Wadsworth where he just keeps it and carries it. 21-yard line, 1st down and 10, 1st down number 21 for the Pirates. That offense just keeps churning out the yards. Here's Wadsworth again. Wadsworth to the house. 21-yard touchdown run by Logan Wadsworth, and it's a 40-0 ball game. Wadsworth, the 6'2", 195-pound sophomore. Perkins has been basically nothing wrong with that football all night long. On the look at the sophomore. Off the play fake to Moore, and then Moore helping out on the blocking effort. Nice inside cut, good stiff arm, off to the races. Wadsworth from 21 yards away. It is a 40-0 ball game. Extra point kick by Buga is perfect. It's 41-0 Pirates on your Civista Bank scoreboard. Perkins on the night, 133 yards rushing as we thank these businesses for their support. J Bistro downtown, Chet and Matt's Pizza, Matthews Ford, Snyder Collision, WTF Rice, Sora and Oak Sushi and Whiskey Bar, Vita, downtown Sandusky, Kaufman for Judge, Shores and Islands, Ohio, and Firelands Health. The Pirates, to this 5th game of the year, never had more than 100 yards rushing a game all season long. Tonight, 133 yards worth. And put it all together, yeah, I think it's safe to say. Sammy Schweinfurth, 23 out of 29 on the night, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, and it is celebration time in Pirateville. Pancake Player of the Game is up next for Sandusky Bay Pancake House. $10 gift card going out, which gets you a whole lot of pancakes. For a young man you're about to see coming in here, 12 receptions, 153 yards, and a touchdown. Blake Parker, your Pancake Player of the Game. Well, he was on course with, or on the same page all night long with Schweinfurth. Look at this catch with defense holding all over him. Made no difference. Parker touches it, he catches it. Short one turned into a bigger one. Great night for Blake Parker of the Pirates.
Blake Parker, you're the North Coast Game of the Week, Pancake Player of the Game. Where are you going?
I'm going to the Sandusky Bay Pancake House.
And meet all your friends there for what's going to be a great breakfast. Pancake Player of the Game brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966. It is the opening of Lake Division play when the Perkins Pirates play host to the Clyde Flyers, and that's our next stop for week number 6 of the high school football season, if that seems possible. Perkins will come into that game with a record on the year of 2 wins and 3 losses, and the Clyde Flyers are going to come in fresh off of a 55-48 win over Port Clinton. Clyde 1-4 on the year, and that is what you're going to see next when we get together again for another presentation of TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. We will see you then.